World War II tactics, we all know them. Tanks, the go-around line, Poland, and everything else. But the question remains, do they work in Rise of Nations? Let's find out today by going over them one by one. Starting with the most successful one, and most used one by the losing powers of World War II. Surrendering. Strategy, surrendering. The act of giving up by pleading in the Roblox chat. Success rate 99.9%. The only reason why there's a 0.1% chance of it not succeeding is because sometimes players just lose against an AI nation. How do you even lose against an AI nation? Note, best way to lose a war. Don't be like those toxic people that scorch all their land. Those children are just the perfect condom ad. Instead, be an absolute Chad and surrender when there's no hope of winning. You'll earn so much more respect. Strategy. Mass bombing. Wikipedia calls it strategic bombing, but I like to call it mass bombing. In real life, it's strategic. In Rise of Nations, bombings just make the Geneva Convention look like a checklist. You are bombing the entire city, not some single building. A great way to stack up war crimes. The only problem with this strategy is that it's really expensive, so only a few countries can do it early game. So of course, I chose the country that can build the most of these weapons of negotiation, as I like to call them. USA! Why me? If you're playing as the USA, this strategy, it's just as good as it can be. Also, you have a nice excuse for when people are asking you why you are bombing the entire world. Why are you doing this, USA? How could you? Freedom. Freedom from living. Strategy. Mass bombing. Success rate? I have no idea. I'm just making these numbers up. But against unprepared nations, it will just absolutely decimate them. So let's say 50% success rate. God, what is this Look at this scorching. I'm just auto-capturing and they're dead already. Note, best suited for big countries with a lot of money. People will also hate you. That's either a negative or a positive, depending on if you are a masochist. Strategy. Blitzkrieg. The act of penetrating through a weak point in the enemy lines with a concentrated spearhead. Yeah, so I saw this video about Blitzkrieg and it reminded me of something. Let's find out how useful this strategy is by using it against France. It's just customary at this point. But first, bully Europe as preparation. Let's just do the usual setup, factory output, Liechtenstein, bye bye, and then sell a shit ton of consumer goods. Oh, Poland is a player. Well, at least we know who the first victim of our strategy will be. That somehow worked. This confirms it. The Morningwood strat is too strong. Of course, Denmark is also going to have to eventually taste our scepter, but right now, Austria will have to get piped. I wonder how many words I can get away with before I get demonetized. You never know. France, it's finally time. Your end is near. Near my schlong. Get prepared to get shot from the back. A back shot. Your borders will be penetrated at light. Okay, I should stop. Go, my hot dog. You can do it. How are you doing this? Okay, France protection was kinda disappointing. We just went right through. Hopefully, Russia can at least do something back. Okay, I'm not gonna make jokes about my thingy, so instead, let's attack Denmark after this. Goodbye, Denmark. It was nice not knowing you. Goodbye, Denmark. Strategy: Blitzkrieg. Success rate: I don't know. How did this even work? Note: just use the auto capture button instead. And if you are planning on attacking entrenched units, don't. Because the strategy of neutrality is just too OP. What the fuck? Look at this! Remember how one of my comments said that Switzerland was... that Switzerland players were just now Dark Souls bosses? Yeah. This is like fighting the first boss without any weapons. How are you gonna break this? Strategy: neutrality. Success rate: way too high. Note: how is someone gonna break through this? It's just gonna become a war of attrition. Okay, that's that. But those were all attacking and defending strategies. We have forgotten the most important one of them all. The political strategies. More precisely, the gathering of allies. Strategy: gathering allies through shared beliefs. We all know the alliances of World War II, so I'm not gonna put them on the screen, mainly because I don't want to be booted from YouTube. What is important is that they all shared a common belief, and thanks to them staying united and coordinated, they were able to effectively communicate with each other and defeat their foes. Not really. But how do we get these alliances in Rise of Nations? Well, first of all, you gotta realize that most people will barely read the chat, so your invitation has to be short and simple. Therefore, to gather allies, the best way is with a faction, so people get the pop-up with the name you chose. Also, so no one betrays you. I mean, they still can betray you, but just make the faction so big, no one dares to attack it. Oh yeah, for the invitation in the chat to the faction, I like to use this one phrase. It's very simple and effective. I am race... Okay, never mind. Hello. Success rate. Annoyingly, at least one person will join the faction, if the server is close to full. People will also hate you. That's World War II strategies in Rise of Nations. Did they work? Kinda. Oh wait, I forgot to mention one of them, and one of the most useful strategies of World War II. That's right. Strategy: Nukes. You simply wait, research all the boxes, wait, and wait some more, and finally... Where did everyone go?